Hey, Dr. Milborn. This is John Skidmore. I just want to say what a pleasure it's been to be in your class this semester, and I'm hoping to be around campus and put a face with a name. I look very forward to meeting you at some time in the near future. At any rate, my presentation for today. Hello, my name is John Skidmore, and this is the second of two oral presentations for Dr. Milborn's Management 315 Human Resources Management course for the University of Baltimore 2013 spring semester. In this presentation, I will discuss the human resource management strategy in globalization of IMAX Corporation, as discussed by their CEO, Rich Gelfand, in their April 19, 2013 first quarter earnings report, by way of an article published on the Seeking Alpha Investment website. IMAX is one of the world's leading entertainment technology companies specializing in motion picture technologies. The company is rapidly expanding in its commercial theater network by performing strategic alliances, relationships, and joint ventures with some of the most prominent exhibitors in the world. As discussed in the text on page 694, when competitors enter the domestic market, companies face the possibility of losing market share that they often seek in other markets for their products. This usually requires entering international markets, initially by exporting products, but ultimately by building facilities in other countries. IMAX has continued the global expansion by signing 25 international theater deals in the first quarter of 2013 with countries around the world that include Australia, Turkey, Indonesia, Chile, Russia, Italy, Canada, and the United States. Included in those signings was the 8-theater deal with Cinema 21 in Indonesia, which is an important step in expanding the presence in Indonesia, which is the most populous country in Southeast Asia and also one of the most robust economies in that region. As discussed in the text, Asia has become a global market that is of economic importance to many firms, most notably China, with a population of over 1 billion people and an increasing trend of opening its market to foreign investors, has presented a tremendous potential for gaining market share. In addition, as a result of the increased focus on further penetrating the European market, IMAX has signed 3 new theaters in Turkey, 1 new theater in Russia, and 1 new theater in Milan, which they believe will help start to unlock the Italian market moving forward. As discussed in the text, Europe has become one of the most largest free markets in the world with the formation of the European Economic Community. Deals were also added in the Americas with 1 new theater in Chile and 2 theaters with the Canadian partner Guzzo in Montreal. As discussed in the text, the North American Free Trade Agreement has created a free market among Canada, the United States, and Mexico that is larger than the European Economic Community. IMAX had a lot of activity at an event called CinemaCon, which is an entertainment convention in Vegas, where they had many positive discussions with numbers of exhibitors, theaters, and countries around the world. In the first quarter, IMAX continued the strategy of tailoring their international film programming to specific countries by playing a combination of Hollywood and local language films. In addition to local language films in China, IMAX also released the first ever local film in Japan. This Japanese film is an important proof of concept in the region. There are a number of exhibitors that are also studios, and IMAX's performance on this local title will provide them with an important reference as to the value of IMAX, both to their exhibitions and to their film businesses. As discussed in the text, companies that enter global markets must recognize that these markets are not only simply mirror images of their home country. Countries differ along a number of dimensions that influence the attractiveness of direct foreign investment in each country. And finally, IMAX has company-wide initiatives underway to become more efficient and cost-effective in all aspects of their business, including implementing new hiring and spending policies around the company. As discussed in the text, cultures have an important impact on approaches to managing people. Culture can strongly affect the education human capital of a country, the political legal system, and the economic system. In closing, the European Economic Community, NAFTA, the growth of Asia, and the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, in addition to the World Trade Organization, are all events and organizations pushing companies to compete in the global economy. These developments are opening new markets and new sources of technology and labor in a way that has never been seen in history. Once again, I thank you for listening, Dr. Milbourne, and I look very forward to meeting you. Take care. Have a